play with my name, you come with your goons, I'm bringing my game.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington Commanders and the London Black Knights. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle in the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Once again, it's Jacobs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll get this up to about the 44.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, and turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So a false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that going against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A nice game there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
When you think about the strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction. direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 8 there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw again.
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Now Allen. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On play action, Allen. Overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And he'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On play action, Allen. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? You can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Okay, ready?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Marcus Mariota keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Allen going to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. This is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Smith catches left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Allen to throw once more. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From midfield, here's Allen. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
After that throw, it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
On play action, they'll throw. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Allen. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Powers through him. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Come on.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And some room to run now. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out. Washington on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. This one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
He's got a man, complete. And he's... down at the 28-yard line.
A gain of 64 yards. First down.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. The handoff, Jacobs running to the left. Down at the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. And 2nd down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD, and well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
One final try here for Allen. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
17 yards.
Allen now on first down. And now here is another interception. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jahan Dotson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Commanders up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0.
The score, Commanders 28, Black Knights 0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this when I'm coaching the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing is Allen on third. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Jacobs. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer at 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter, and they're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And this is going to be caught. So an offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean
a lot there. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Well, on the one side, if you're trying to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Commanders, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the home team here,
I'm really out for blood.